Hey guys, today we're going to make a tie-dye party that is really cute and fun, very easy and simple to make. There's going to be a lot of cool tips, so without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so for this party, of course we're going to do some tie-dye, but in a really simple and easy way. Start with 3 transparent pots, heat up some water until it's boiling, then I add a strip of crepe paper. I'm going to use blue, red and green crepe paper. You just need to put the crepe paper in the hot water, making sure that it's covered and you can see that the colour is coming out in the water, making our dye. And to start wrapping up our material, I'm going to use a fork. I'm going to put it in the middle of the material and start rolling it up. I'm going to make them with small pieces of material. I'm going to use my hand to hold it together to make sure it doesn't come undone. You can do this using some cotton or some viscose, which also works really well. I already cut it into the sizings that I'm going to use. Once I've done this, I'm going to use an elastic band to wrap around it to secure my roll. I started by tying an elastic band right in the middle of the roll and tie it into a cross format with 2 elastic bands. If you don't have an elastic band, you could use a strip of nylon or some string or cord to tie it up, no problem at all. Having done this, I'm going to get a transparent dish with a rack on top, and this means when we pour the dye over the material, it's going to leak only into the dish. If I leave the material in the dish, it's going to soak into all of the material, and this is not what we want. After I poured the dye onto the material, I used a spoon to remove it and left it to dry. And then you just need to open it up and unravel it, leaving it as you would like. As I mentioned, I'm going to use mine in a wooden embroidery hoop because I kind of like the design the most. So I'm just going to straighten out the material and put an embroidery hoop on top, making sure that the part of design I like the most is showing. This tie-dye design is a more circular design and it's one of the easiest to make. Once you've done this, you can arrange it wherever you like. If you want to arrange it in the background decoration, you can do that and it will look really cute. And once you've placed it into the embroidery loop, you just need to cut out the leftover material and you can hang it from the ceiling, and that will also look really cute, or on the wall decoration. You can set up various embroidery loops or a really big one, and you can use it like we did decorating just the legs of the table, the main party table. And now let's move on to the next tip. For the next tip, we're gonna color in our little party hats. I also did mine in a very different way. I had white party hats here, and for it to look different in a tie-dye style, we used some colored pens and made kind of circular designs on the hat. After this, I brushed it with water and softener. So you just need to get 4 parts water and 1 part softener, and then go ahead and buff the part that you've colored in with a hairdryer. This is a technique that I saw here on the internet, and it turned out really nicely, just the way that we wanted it to, really. So I made 2 little hats for you to see how it looked in 2 different designs. To dry it a little faster and not run the risk of the dye running, I used some absorbent paper, and I used the hairdryer to dry it as well. I did this on both of them, and look how beautiful the result was. And now I'm going to give you a tip for how you can do tie-dye on your balloons. You're going to need both crystal transparent balloons and white balloons because it's going to make the tie-dye stand out even more. For this, I used acrylic paint, but you can also use whatever paint you have at home to put inside your crystal balloon. I emptied in some blue, green, red, and yellow paint. And to put the white balloon inside the crystal balloon, you're going to roll it up like a straw to put it inside the balloon, remembering that you have to leave the end outside of the balloon. And mine looked a little mixed together, maybe a little too dark, so I decided to mix together just the lighter color paints on the upper section. So I added yellow and a little red again to give a contrast with the yellow. And once I had done this, I blew it up and tied a knot. To tie the knot, I used some latex, another 260 balloon. This balloon I'm using here is a giant balloon, but it can be done with a 9-inch balloon. It doesn't need to be just a large balloon. After making this knot, it looks really great, but I also went ahead and added on some strips of metallic paper. And on the upper part, I tied it on using nylon string and some masking tape to attach it to the ceiling. You can use whatever tape you may have at home to do this. And to stick it onto the ceiling, you can use this type of hook that you can find in construction shops. You can find transparent ones, white ones, whatever. Then you just need to attach it to your ceiling. It's easily removable and easy to attach, and look at the finished effect. Cool, right? Let's move on to the next craft, and we're going to set up our stationery. This stationery you just need to print and cut out, and I'm going to leave the link to these in the video description. Once it's all been cut out, you just need to set it all up, and for this, it's good to remember that it is the straight line that you need to cut and the dotted line where you need to fold. Once you've done this, you have a little box for biscuits or chocolates. So in each one of these, you should be able to fit 2 little chocolates inside. So once you've done the folding, making sure everything is well folded nicely, you just need to glue them using a glue stick or white glue and close up your box. And you should be able to fit your chocolates inside nicely. You can also make another box that you put together the same way, and you can punch holes in the upper section using a hole puncher. It's worth remembering that it's good for you to use a ruler and something pointed to mark out the lines to make the folding easier. And that means it will just look much cleaner. And it will look really cute for you to give as a party favor or to decorate with. You can add some wool, just like I am here. This wool is multicolored and I thought it was really cool for this craft, but you could use some string or some other type of line, remembering that you still can use these other little extras to make your decoration the way that you'd like it. We also have the wall decoration. For this, I print out each sheet and glue one part onto the other, and this makes up my tie-dye wall background. I do the same thing with the tie-dye heart and also on the t-shirt, and soon enough add it to our wall decoration. We also have the cake topper, which you just need to glue onto a wooden or transparent acrylic stick, which I used here. And the cool thing about it is you can cut words or letters or numbers to stick on top, and it just looks really cute. I stuck on BAH and a 10 on the shirt, which is her age, and it looked really cute. You can also do this to personalize. There's also a little board you can use for taking photos. I stuck a candy floss stick onto this one and I glued it on using a glue gun, and now it's ready for taking photos. I also made some little tags to glue onto some toothpicks, and you can use these for your sweets or cupcakes, whatever you like, and look how cute it looks at the end. You could also use them for your party favors. Having done this, there are also some tie-dye t-shirts you can use as banners, and here I printed some off to use in our wall decoration. Now that everything's ready, you just need to take it and arrange it where you want to place it in your party decoration. To fix on my wall decorations, I use wide masking tape and make a tape roll, stick it onto the back of my decorations, and then stick them all on the wall. My tip for when you're arranging your decorations is to always step back from your decoration and take a look at how it is looking. You could take a photo and see how it looks overall or from a distance, and this is really important for you in your party decoration. This way you can look at each detail, and now your party is ready. See how simple and easy it is to set up. I'm sure that any one of you could manage it. Well guys, I'm going to stick around here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead and let me know in the comments what type of party you would like to see here on the channel. Lots of love and see you for the next video. Bye!